that
had Bitcoin
button,
machine.
push this button. Now I got to push this button. And we are live. Joe,
Oh
we're
man, my
live.
helicopter almost. Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Hey,
Hello,
everybody.
hello, hello. How is everybody? Did you put anything up saying we're gonna be here?
No,
I didn't.
I did
Okay.
not.
Hey, I made Bethany a picture that says Mimi's kids on it,
Aw.
and I'm teaching myself how to make medallions. But
Okay.
you know how I'm real bad at actually getting instructions and following them.
Yeah.
I just
Uh-huh.
kind of mess with stuff until I figure it out, and I'm like, woohoo! I
Uh-huh.
get it. Yeah. Like I was one of those kids that like I peed on the toilet seat. And I figured out not to.
Okay.
I wouldn't let nobody tell me. I'm just kidding. That's what toilet paper's for. Why didn't pee off the toilet seat?
Oh, Lord. So, what's funny about that, honestly, what's funny about that is that most people are that way. Like, you know,
Yeah.
just about everything comes with a booklet of instructions or a pamphlet of instructions. I've noticed I
Right.
haven't bought anything I've had to put together recently, but the last couple things that
Yeah.
we bought, I don't know, 2 years ago, a year ago, whatever, the instructions actually were pictorial. So I think that they've caught on that most people aren't reading the instructions, but maybe they're hoping, that we'll pay more attention to the pictures, right? Like A is
Yeah.
this, B is this. So yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see.
A is this, B is this, and then we'll see. Yeah, that works. Hey, guess what? I finally got me some Bitcoin again.
Hey, awesome. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Bethany.
Oh,
That's
and check it out. As
fantastic.
soon as I bought it, it dropped like I don't know.
Murphy's Law,
I
brother.
lost like 4 bucks as soon as I bought
Murphy's Law. Murphy's
it.
Law.
I'm telling you. Yep. Hey,
So
Bethany asked me on there. He's on here. Hey, Bethany, what do you mean add tags to things on the Uganda Rising site? I don't know. What do you mean by adding tags? I don't.
I
I
I'm
don't know.
assuming she means that we could add keywords to the site that would help drive traffic in that direction. I'm guessing. Hey, Miss
I know,
Patty.
but it doesn't. It's
But
not even a site.
okay.
It's not a page.
Oh, so she's saying hashtags. So um,
I don't ever do hashtags. I don't know about all that. I think all that hashtag stuff's goofy. Hashtag don't be a dork. Sorry.
hey, Sharon says buy some more so it'll drop some more so she can buy some too.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm about to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
we'll just get Joe to keep buying so we can all keep buying.
Hey, you guys can take the Bitcoin Cash thing too. I'm my ass on that one. And guys, I ain't got much ass to lose. I got a back and a crack as it is. It's like,
Oh
geez.
Lord, have mercy, Jesus, help us
Like,
all.
how did Bitcoin Cash go down $50? I was like, I bought it.
I
That's
bought
how.
it.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right. Bethany says yes, I'm correct. And there should be a place in the back end of the website where we can add those hashtags. I'll look with you on a Zoom. We'll do it and we'll look together because you've got that
Yeah.
platform. Um, so
I
we'll
don't
we'll.
like typing a lot, guys.
What's that?
I hate to type. I hate typing. And thank God I didn't have to retype the mission statement. I got to copy and paste that puppy. If I'd have been typing it, it wouldn't have got on there yet. I'd have been taking a picture with my phone of the screen and then like copy and paste. I'll copy and paste stuff. Like I'll make pretty pictures and stuff. But if you ever notice, there's never a lot of words on anything. It's like dunk, dunk. Yeah, I'm like, I hate typing things. Like I hate my new passwords too. Because all these passwords gonna have like letters and numbers and
Yes,
big letters and small letters and they're
numbers
like,
and
oh, we need some
letters and
explanation points here.
all these
We need some
things.
punctuation. You're like,
Hmm.
no, know because I didn't pay that much attention in grammar. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really don't know when you're supposed to use colons and semicolons and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I kind of do.
Grammarly.
Like, I know, like, okay, like if I'm reading something and it has like a colon or a semicolon, I understand, you know, like what the purpose is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I don't know to use them. I don't ever use them. I like run-on sentences. I think it's an art if you can make a run-on sentence great. Like a run-on paragraph is what you need.
I drove my language arts teachers nuts with those daggone run-on sentences. And they'd get their big
Throw a comment in
red
there.
pen out and circle and do all this stuff. And they just hated my run-ons. Hated my run-ons. I liked them because I got my point
What you
across.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And you just, like, if you're reading out loud, you write a sentence all the way until you run out of breath, then you put a comma, then you take a breath, and then you read some more until the next comma. Or maybe a period.
Or an
Or if you're
exclamation.
telling somebody off, you put like an exclamation point on there.
Or just maybe it
Or you
might
can put
be a
like
question mark.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be teaching the grammar classes. That's for damn sure.
Oh,
But I got Grammarly.
and the colons and semicolons drove me crazy.
I don't even know what they're for. I have no idea.
Oh,
Comma with a dot.
Joe.
What do you need a comma and a dot for?
Well,
Doesn't matter. I played football.
I'm a punctuation freak, okay? Because I constantly want to be punctuating because I want people to pause as I'm reading, and I'm constantly putting dot so that they get that dramatic pause. And, you know,
dots, commas, and quotation marks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I got a story. One time,
tell me a story.
This is
Joe.
with
I
my
like
first
stories.
Wife. This is with my first wife. This is great. We I've always had multiple accounts, like business account or money account, or like personal account and bills account. You know what I mean? That way I've always kept my bills paid, you know? So I don't know. Somehow one got confused with the other or something. I don't know. But my wife went to the bank at the time and the girl wrote the balance in parentheses. Well, when you put a balance in parentheses, that's a negative. She didn't know that. You know what I mean?
God.
Which, I mean, not everybody knows that. If you know what I mean, you really don't. You know, it's like there's no negative mark, and the girl goes, "Well, when you put parentheses around it, that's what that is." You know, unless you're in an equation or something. But you know, when in mathematical terms or accounting terms, or you know, I mean, that is how that is.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've never taken anything like that, you wouldn't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she caused this big old ruckus, and I was like, "Well, the girl's right. I never should have said that."
Oh, that was bad.
But she's like, "What?" Like she is right, but she's not. She shouldn't have done it like that. You know what I mean? She should have just said. She's like, "Well, I didn't want to tell you had a negative so many $100 in your account." And I was like, "But the other account's got like 12 grand in it. Why didn't you just?" I hate that when banks do that kind of crap too.
Just
you'll have one account that's got all kinds of money. You know what I mean? And then you're like, "What?" Because I have a hard time keeping all my accounts like straight, anyways. And so, yeah.
I understand.
And this is the other thing I don't like. You know what else I don't like?
Tell me.
How if you have an account that doesn't have overdraft protection, it doesn't just deny it. It like denies it and then charges you for it. It's like you're charging me $30 to deny something. Like I was like, can you just set it up where it denies? Oh no, we can't. I asked the bank if they could do that. They said no. I was like, why the hell not?
Yes, they can.
You're charging me for not doing anything?
Yes, they can.
Assholes. Sorry.
That's why, you're kind of funny today.
I want an ATM machine. It's taking me 2 weeks to get Bitcoin again.
Well, you're kind of funny today, and what I find funny about what you're talking about is simply that, I would wager to guess that there's at least someone that's going to pick up the replay of this that's not going to know anything about balancing a checkbook. Because do people still do that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, really?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They just use the card and check the balance, and use the card and check the balance, and use the card and check the balance.
We've still got the big checkbooks, like the business checkbooks.
Mm-hmm.
You know the notebooks that you write everything on the side and then do.
They wouldn't know what to
Well,
do with that.
Gloria keeps everything on a ledger anyway, so you know,
Show it
blockchain makes sense to
show
her.
that to a millennial, and then ask them
Oh,
what
hell
you're
no.
supposed to do with it.
They don't know what a check is, really. I mean,
You know,
I don't
funny. I mean, seriously. Now, all jokes aside, I have had
Hmm?
the same book of checks, not the same checkbook, but the same book of checks in my checkbook.
Yeah.
I've moved 3 times, so they still have a Florida address on them because I don't write checks. I write one a
Yeah.
year, maybe. I write one for the taxes because this is the funny thing about the taxes here, right? Like if you go to pay the taxes
You gotta
here, and you if you pay in cash, they charge you a cash fee.
Hmm?
If you pay with the card, they charge you a card fee. But you can write a check and get charged no fee. I don't understand that. I don't understand. So we write at least one check every year. Taxes. Is it that way where you are, Joe?
Yeah, we do. That's the way it is. It's you can pay it online, but it's weird. Somehow the online crap here is even goofy.
Oh well,
You know what I mean?
we get to pay an online fee too. Get ready.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't understand, man. I was gonna try and get the when all the green stuff first came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was gonna, which at this point right now, I'm glad I didn't. You know what I mean? But I was gonna try and get the municipality here, the city government, to go ahead and get them to buy mining rigs and start taking Bitcoin as payment. You know what I mean? Because now they take like for the parking meters, the whole town's parking metered.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like you can do it on your phone. You can I don't know, it's not like Apple Pay, but it's something like Apple Pay. You know what I mean? But it would be the same thing as a cryptocurrency thing. And I was like, man, you guys can spend $40,000 on these mining rigs, and make all kinds of money, which is still a good idea as soon as but I'd have a real problem on my hands if I wouldn't have been able to deliver the machines to the municipality right now.
You think?
You know what I mean? With what everybody's personally going through, if you do that to a government office, you might have some problems. And there wouldn't be any. I mean, they would go straight to the SEC. I mean, there wouldn't have been a question. You know what I mean? And my ass would have been in the ringer. So I'm glad I didn't do that, to be honest with you. But,
Well, since you brought that up, let's
sometimes
go ahead and talk about a little bit of crypto stuff. I think a crypto email came out directly from Green yesterday. I do know that it came with our heading and header and things on it. So it was a copy and paste job, but it was the one that they sent directly. I heard that we are now in the main test. So we've gone from, the testing test. Huh?
Does that make sense? I got an email about the email, but I didn't actually get the email because I don't have a.
Okay. Yes.
I don't have anything to do with Green.
That made sense.
Yeah. I'm going with Aquaminers.
Well, my thought process is.
It's because you're texting. Quit texting.
I'm not
texting.
Quit
texting, Chris.
I'm not texting.
You got plenty of time to be texting while you're driving. Okay, you can be texting while you're driving.
Listen to you texting and driving. I don't text and drive.
I don't text and drive either. I can't spell. We know that. I can't spell. I damn sure can't spell and drive. That's like walking and chewing gum.
Right?
I gotta wear a helmet.
Do it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Ain't even gonna try.
No, can't do it. So, the thing is that so that email came out. Also, I think there were 2 other KGX emails yesterday, so check your email boxes. There's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff going on around us. Now, my thought process is that there are a lot of people that are beginning to see the value in the education. I have spoken with probably 10 different people recently that I've been able to introduce to, ideas, just ideas in crypto. And that's actually kind of how it starts, y'all. For those of you who, have forgotten, that's kind of how it starts. It starts with a conversation, and then you lead
Yeah.
into what you have to offer. Because at some point, they're going to ask you, well, where can I get such an education, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer.
I know.
So,
I know. I know. I got,
so because of
I should
that,
have made some.
you should do what, bud?
Oh, hey, by the way, I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
You should do what, buddy?
I said I should have made some of those orange KGX shirts, the bright orange ones. But on second thought, no. Because, hey, guys, if anybody wants any of these shirts, man, let me know. I'll sell them to you cheaper than I did because I've got like 20 of them left or 30 of them left.
Oh, really?
And now that everything's going through the store, I'm not selling these through that store like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do a blowout.
It's a whole – yeah, and so, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? But, God, I don't want to ship you to Hawaii, though, Patty. I'd like to kill me. I had over $50 in shipping, and I was like, what the? Are you kidding me? I thought it was going to be like 10, 20 bucks. Like Gloria hands me like a couple 20s, and I was like, I'm not going to need this much money. Because, the post office, so don't they only take cash or something? I don't know. But, and then so luckily I had some ones on me, and then I had to get some money on my wallet because there's like $50-something, and I was like, huh? And, I hate that when you find out something's really expensive and you're standing in line and there's people behind you. And, like, out of just embarrassment and peer pressure, you go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? You're like, no. I bought a shirt. I didn't tell you about this, did I?
What?
Oh, I went up to, okay, you have the trade partners thing here. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it's everybody barters back and forth. You know what I mean? With the businesses, and this stuff's all over the place. But I went up to one of our businesses because I've got like, $600-700 in there. And so I went up to one of the clothing shops. And I thought, well, I'm going to go up there and see what they got. And I got this real nice shirt. And I'm thinking it's going to be $70-80 probably. You know what I mean? I was like, this is Eureka Springs, $70-80. 163.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? Okie dokie.
$163 for a shirt?
No, it's 146. 146.
For a shirt?
$146.
For a shirt?
Yeah.
Did it come with a date?
Yeah. No.
Joe, you're my buddy.
And like when I got back, and like the look on my face when I told Gloria, I was like, baby, might as well go get you something because go get you a bunch of shit. I don't care. She's like, how much was it? I was like, 100. She's like, But like the look on my face was bad enough. Like she knew that I was just like, you mother. But don't buy shit that doesn't have a tag on it. You know what I mean? I didn't see a price tag, but I thought, well, it's not going to be. I thought $60-70. I mean, it's a real nice dress shirt. It's got cufflinks and everything. You know what I mean? But he's like, oh, it's got. You have to have cufflinks. I was like, I have a collection of cufflinks, dude. Don't talk to me like that before I slap the taste at your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, man. Just because I look like this all the time doesn't mean that I live like this all the time.
So let me get this straight. Hold on. I just want to get this straight. So you got overcharged for a cufflink dress shirt and insulted to boot, and it didn't come with a date.
Yeah. Nope. No.
Joe. Lord have mercy.
Hey, and Gloria knows it kind of made me mad because she's only brought it up like maybe twice and just said something and dropped it. Because she's like, I know you're pissed. She's like, I know you're pissed. And it's just hanging.
Well, all right, y'all.
I've got like a little steam where I hang my dress shirts kind of thing, And so they just hang. That's where they hang. That's where they live for the most part. You know what I mean? Until it gets full. But
yep.
Yeah. It's just hanging there. I wore it one day when you were gone. Okay.
It's 222. We are doing our best. I said we're doing our best. I didn't say we were great at it. We are doing our best to stay to the 30-minute limit. What I want to say to everybody is, I want to talk to you guys sincerely for just a second about your business.
Oh,
I want you to make sure
oh,
that whatever business you choose, and it really doesn't matter to me, right? Like if we're in business together, great, and if we're not in business together, that's great too. We're still good
right.
friends. But at the end of the day, what I really want to
Yep.
make sure that everybody does is that they choose a business that resonates with them. Okay, so if you're a gym rat, then you might want to stay in what health and fitness, right? If you if
Right.
you are if you're a financier, you might want to stay in finances, right? So, and I know that sounds kind of silly to say that, but I've been running into a whole lot of people lately that, they don't really know what they want to do. Like, sincerely, they have
Right.
no idea what they want to do. Um, when you ask them what
Uh-huh.
they want to do, they tell you they want to make a whole lot of money. Well, how are you going to do that? They don't know. What vehicle are you
Yeah.
going to use? They don't know. How are you going to get there? They don't know. I mean, it
Guys, and that's
sounds funny.
hard.
It really does. It sounds
It's
funny
not
to
though.
people like Joe and I and Patty and Bethany and Sharon and Brandon and Michael and all these other people. It sounds funny to us because we don't understand that. But at the end of the day, it's a very real thing. It's happening more and more and more. And it seems like the more we get into the season, right? Into the season of talking to people about home based businesses, because this really is. I mean, we're just entering the best season there is. Okay, so if it was hunting
Yeah.
season, you would have just gotten your license. All right.
It is
Um,
hunting season. It's deer,
so
bud. It's deer season.
I know it was an anomaly,
It is
but you you know, at the
anomaly.
risk
You mean an
of
allegory?
sounding, yeah, one of them things. At the risk of sounding,
That is a
kind of
semicolon.
crazy or out of bounds, really, if you want to do something, if you want to be involved in something, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, and you want to do something from home or have a home-based business, then go find your quiet place, the place that makes you feel all
Mhm.
good and warm and fuzzy and all that good stuff, and just have a talk with yourself. What do you want to do? What interests you? Because I can tell you, 90% of people fail in the home-based business simply because they don't know what they want to do. Okay. So they get started in something, they do
Yeah.
it for a little while, and they go, "Oh, I don't like this. I think I'll do something else." And they get started in something, and they look around, "Oh, I don't like this. I think I'll go do something else." And it's repetitive, it's over and over and over. And
Well,
that is a big problem, y'all. Yeah, Joe.
I want to jump in here on this too. Um, I've got, I kind of got a little bit different view on that. What you're saying is right. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
It's
Um,
it's
I'm
fine
saying
if you do.
the reason why people mess up a lot of times though and have to go from one to another to another to another is
Right?
because no one lays a plan out for them. And you got to realize, man, not everybody's a self-starter. Just because they've taken the initiative to go, hey, I want to be in business for myself. Now they don't necessarily know what it takes. You know
Nope.
what I mean? There's not a plan. Now, for instance, okay, and there's not enough mentorship going on where the mentor's coming to you. Okay, we need that. Now, that's not the way it's supposed to work. You know what
Right.
I mean? But how do you want your team to be? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Sometimes you got to search them out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've been involved in things where I've asked for certain products and things like that, not got them, and well, I don't know what to tell you. I've done it my own damn self, then got yelled at for doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, well, I asked for something, so where is it? You know
Right.
what I mean? And I asked for it because someone asked me for it. You
Right.
know, I think a lot. I think we really need to streamline all these training processes and all these things, and go,
Mm-hmm.
okay, look, like now, I'm just going to tell you something right now. You guys want 1,000 leads? I'll
Nose
sell you
itches.
1,000 leads
Sorry.
right now for $100. And I'm going to tell you how to call. Okay, I'll get on the phone with you and I'll help you. I'll call you and
Mm-hmm.
set up a date to do it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? We can do it. It's like that. I'm going to make sure that you kind of know what you're doing, not
Mm-hmm.
just Well, because this is the thing. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are shy. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's not that they're just kind of they're going, oh well, this is new, this is scary. Well, I'm going to go try this because this is probably going to be easier. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It's like okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but we need more. I think in all this, you need more hands-on with people.
Mm-hmm.
You really do. You know what I mean? RVMs, ringless voicemails, great product, great product. I'm not using it. Well, I'm not using the ringless voicemail product that a certain company that I'm with is using.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into another one already. You know what I mean? And I went, well, shit, this is all becoming so difficult that what do I do over here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it takes me 10 minutes to sign up and get it done. That's where you run into these things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's where I think we're missing out on stuff because I don't really know. I don't know what's wrong with the focus on it. You know what I mean? I don't know where the focus needs to go. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, well, why isn't this blowing up? Because sometimes we look at ourselves and think about things. You're like, well, why isn't it blowing up?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Green X for a second. Green X, where the hell's the advertising, guys? You're going to get stuck with 1 million coins on an exchange that nobody knows about except you and everybody else that owns 1 million coins. You know what I mean? There needs to be an ad somewhere for something. I mean, seriously. I mean, we're relying on Brandon and Jarris to do it? They shouldn't be doing it. It's not their jobs.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's really not. You know what I mean? There needs to be some kind of something, I don't really know. It's, I put something up yesterday and I was like, look, man, I got all these tools to teach you how to do things and help you along your way. You know what I mean? And it's not that I know so well. It's that I go out and get all the answers for other people. You know what I mean? And it's like, there we go. You know what I mean? You want ringless voicemail? We can do it.
Right.
We can get that done. Give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes. We'll have you something set up. Plain and simple, and all this stuff doesn't have to be so difficult and so hard. And I think that's where we lose a lot. You know what I mean? You lose a lot of people in that bullwhip because they're going, hey, man, I don't got time to waste on all this shit. Let's get it going. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, everybody wants to make money. Trying to make money. Let's make money fast. Make money fast. Make money fast. That's where your computer skills and stuff come in. And when you spend 30 minutes trying to figure out how to change something from an HTML to a JPEG file, when all you had to do was take a screenshot of it, and put JPEG file in there. When you write it in to change it, then that's 20 minutes you lost. You know what I mean? To do something that's trying to be really productive.
Mm-hmm.
This is where education comes in. But I don't know. I feel sorry for a lot of people because this happens to me, and I'm a real driven person. You know what I mean? I'm really driven. I'm like, well, and I'm one of those people, man, I'm glad everybody else is doing great, but what the hell? You know what I mean? And that's just, how anybody is. But people do have a tendency to feel like, oh, what's going on? And we can't really expect everybody to be like us. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to kick that down. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they don't deserve to be successful, though. You know what I mean? It's just a different approach. And that's why when we were talking about, training people and doing this and doing that, it was a more personalized approach, personal development. Like, what do we need to build for this individual? You know what I mean? So they can grow into being able to do this for other people. You know what I mean? You need all those different people on your team because you need the person that's shy because they can recognize that shy person and talk to them in a way that we don't know how to.
Right.
You know what I mean? A little kid can go up to a little kid and ask them what's wrong and they'll tell them. But if an adult does, they won't. They'll say nothing with tears in their eyes or something. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think it's just a human nature behavior thing. I mean, I'm not talking bad about anything. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying I think there's a gap in there. Something's missing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And, what Joe's saying is correct. I think that we're both saying similar things.
Right.
The main concept is to think about what you want to do before you do it. Okay, that's first and foremost. All right. Now, once you get into something, there is nothing wrong, and maybe I should clarify. There's nothing wrong with shifting gears. Okay, so maybe you get into
Oh
something
no.
that you thought you liked, right? Or you thought that you would be
Mhm.
good at or wanted to be good at, and you get into it and you start learning about it, and it's just really not what you thought it was. Maybe you misunderstood, right? So you find something else and you like
Right.
it better, and you go over there, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, um, it's just I think that oftentimes, I would say at least 6 out of 10, at least 6 out of 10, people don't really think about where they want to go and what vehicles they want to drive to get there before they jump in the vehicle. So, you know, you might jump into a Duramax diesel that's, 3,500 and realize real quick you're only getting
You
about
need to.
6 miles to the gallon when you really wanted to be in a Fiat and getting 60 miles to the gallon, right? So, it's the same thing. Now, as far as tools and as far as mentorship goes, that's very, very important. I couldn't agree more with Joe. I have been in a position where I've been a great mentor. I've been in a position where I've been a real shitty one, pardon my language. Okay. Um, and and this is not to take the pressure off of anyone, right? But sometimes you're not as great a mentor as you could be because you don't have the tools to work with, which is really sad. And I think that's really what Joe wants to highlight is when you're in a
That's exactly.
position when you're in a
Mhm.
position to lead people and you're in a position to have a voice, but you have nothing to use to help the people, then you kind of feel like your hands are tied. And,
Right.
oftentimes that leads us, and I'm speaking about Joe and I specifically, but oftentimes that leads us to a point to where we go looking for what it is that we don't have. Okay. And
Yeah. It is.
frankly, it takes you down a rabbit hole that you don't need to go down because then the next thing you know, you're doing all this research and you're doing all this preparing and all this creating of something that should have already been done, okay? And you're
It's
not
true.
building your business because you're too busy over here trying to create the solution, which is not fair. It's just not fair. And
No.
so,
No.
I think Joe and I were both, and I actually know we were both speaking on the same type of thing. We just took different routes.
Hmm.
Whichever road works best for
Yeah. Just
you,
different.
make sure you make that the one that you go with. Now, it doesn't make it right, wrong, or indifferent. It's just we recognize, and I say we collectively
Hmm.
recognize that there are gaps in this industry. And that's not with any one
Hmm.
company, that's with all of them, y'all. All of them. Okay? Which is sad. Very, very
Hmm.
sad. And so, um, that being said, it saddens me to say that, we're falling short by and large. We're all falling short of our greatness because we maybe don't have, you know, we maybe don't have the plan alphabetized. We can't get where we want to go because the road hasn't been built yet. Well, that's not our fault, you know?
Hey,
What,
I
buddy?
got a question, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is kind of interesting. Um, do you think KGX would go for something on a lead deal if we did it for a really understandable price?
I don't know.
I mean, because
Maybe.
really,
Maybe.
you know what I mean? Because I think that'd be a hell of a way to start people out. Because guys, everything's getting ready to blow up, and that's the thing. Like I can, we've all been kind of laying back, and I've been laying way, way back. I've been teaching myself how to make videos. And you're wondering why is Joe learning how to make videos? Well, Joe's got a whole other business in mind too. You know what I
Because
mean?
Joe
It's
needs
not.
to
I'm
know
not
how to
just
make
goofing off.
videos.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah, yeah. I'm not wasting time. You know what I mean? I'm still the one that's going to be broke in a couple months if I don't start making money. But you know what I'm saying? But it'd be really good to give them a package. When people sign up, for the people that have that extra 100 to spend, be like, boom,
Right.
we got this, we can run this for you, and they can get in and start making it.
Yep.
You know, signing people up in this and explaining this to them, you can learn that in a couple of days, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't need to know the ins and outs of all of it. The education is a thing, and what's more fun than everybody getting educated together? You know what I mean? Get the whole group mentality back to it, and the fun and the learning, and get back to what we are instead of a mining rig company, or whatever. The ATM is going to be great, guys. They're going to be huge. Guys, I can make coins. You know what I mean? I can get coins listed on an exchange. I can do that right here. I couldn't buy Bitcoin for days. You know what I mean? Your knowledge if you get Bitcoin. I bought 2 different cards because they were prepaid. So I thought, well, a prepaid card is going to work. But first I bought American Express because, well, everybody takes American Express. No, they don't. Nobody takes American Express. For the same reason I don't like taking it, but I still take American Express. I mean, so then I got a Visa. I finally got one after days, and you know what I mean? And I still was only able to buy about $150 worth. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, shit. You know what I mean? It's like it was just one of those things. And I'm like, well, okay. But now I've got money on another card that I got to figure out what to do with that, because I guess I'm going to see if my bank will take my money. Maybe they'll take it.
I doubt it.
But hey, man, my Coinbase account will be free in 2 or 3 days, I think. Right when Bitcoin Cash splits, and who knows what's going to happen, except I'm probably just going to eat all that Bitcoin.
Dude,
if I have to eat all Bitcoin Cash, I'm going to be mad.
It's unreal.
Because Poloniex is already selling SV.
That's the other thing that I wanted
futures on.
That's the other thing I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of. In case you didn't get an email, Binance is doing, I can't remember the times and dates, but they're doing an 8-hour window of maintenance on their system. During that 8-hour window, if it hasn't happened already, you will not be able to load, withdraw, or exchange anything during that 8-hour window. So, if you go to your Binance account and you try using it and it doesn't work, it's not you. They are actually working on their system.
It's not just Binance either. There's quite a few. I've gotten a few different ones that it's such a big deal that there's actually a few different exchanges doing that. I got one from somebody else. I just can't remember who it was. I've got so many exchanges that you know what I mean? In case I don't get to talk to you, I have a meeting tomorrow to talk to somebody about that DApp.
Cool. Sweet.
So see there, that could be big.
Well, and here's the thing.
Oh hell.
Here's the thing about the thing we were talking about with the exchanges. Okay. You may be wondering, well, what's going on? Well, what they're really doing, they're telling you they're doing maintenance on their exchanges. What they're really doing is adding more security. Okay. And, I believe in calling an apple and an orange an orange. And what they're actually really honestly doing is they're adding more security. Why? Because of the split that's about to happen. So, just know that they are doing things to improve, not to take away. So, you got anything else, brother man?
Because of the split. You want to tell them why they're doing the security? I'll tell them why on the split real quick. On that split, the reason they're doing it, because it's going to split in 2 different chains. Okay? Well, because they're 2 different chains and they don't get along, like they're not working together at all. That's why there's 2 different chains. That's it. They hate each other. Mortal enemies, basically. You could actually go in and charge on both lines, both chains, because it's both chains, and then it goes back to the original chain also. So everything is going to be on all 3 chains, every transaction.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
It's screwy. That sounds like a lot of fun. And so that's where the issue is. And they're like, man, you could have double payments right, left, and all the way around. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they're doing it. And it's to protect you, and it's really to protect. Well, it's to protect everybody. But
it is a big deal.
Because it's a big deal in this thing, But
yep.
We love you guys. Have a good day.
We thank you guys for coming. We hope everybody has a fantastic day. We love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, let us know if you like personal package or shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you'd like somebody to kind of really hold your hand. And the new people you bring in, send them to us, man. You know what I mean? We've got all the tools. We really
Right.
do, and we'll use them. You know what I mean? And we're not trying to get a bunch of cash on everybody. I'd rather make $12 off everybody than $1,200 off one person.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's just the way I see life. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, you know, but anyway, enjoy. Love
We
y'all.
love you guys. Talk to you soon.